back to Here Am I. Good morning. Good early morning. We're in chapter 11. And if you are just tuning in, I want to thank you and go back and start with us from the front. Catch us at chapter 1 and come all the way up with us. We're going to go through the whole book of Proverbs, 31 days, 31 Proverbs. Proverb a day. If you're watching, please like, share, subscribe, spread the word. We're going to start in chapter 11 this morning, verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. Talking about in verse 4 there, it says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. It's saying the day of wrath refers to when we die, or to the time when God settles accounts with all people. On Judgment Day, each of us will stand alone, accountable for all our deeds. At that time, no amount of riches will buy a reconciliation with God. Only our love for God and obedience to Him will count. It's going to be a sad day for a lot of people. Judgment Day. It says we will all stand. You're not going to get back. You're not going to wander by on Judgment Day. Verse 6. We'll go back and start at 5. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of unjust man perisheth. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. Saying there in verse 8, the verse, just like in 10:3, contrasts two paths in life. Let's go back and look at 10:3. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. And it's contrasting two paths in life, but is not intended to apply universally to all people in all circumstances. It does not exclude God's people from problems or struggles. If a person follows God's wisdom, however, God can rescue him from trouble, whereas a wicked person will fall into his own traps. Even if a good person suffers, he can be sure he will ultimately be rescued from eternal death. Verse 9. An hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. Saying their words can be used either as weapons or tools, hurting relationships or building them up. Sadly, it is often easier to destroy than to build, and most people have received more destructive comments than those that build up. Every person you meet today is either a demolition site or a construction opportunity. Your words will make a difference. Will they be weapons for destruction or tools for construction? That's good. Very, very good. Verse 10, when it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. By the blessings of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace. A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of faithful spirit concealeth the matter. Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. Verse 14 there, where it's talking about the counsel, talking about a good leader needs to use his wise counselors. One person's perspective and understanding is severely limited. He or she may not have all the facts or may be blinded by biased emotions or wrong impressions. To be a wise leader at home, at church, or at work, seek the counsel of others and be open to their advice. Then, after considering all the facts, make your decision. That's good. Verse 15. He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it, and he that is hateth suretyship is sure. A gracious woman retaineth honor, and strong men retaineth riches. The merciful man doeth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death. Saying there in 19, how does righteousness tend to life? A righteous person finds life because wisdom makes the hours of the day more profitable and the years more fruitful. Talks about that in chapter 9:11. Says, for by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. Says he lives life more fully each day. He also finds life because people usually live longer when they live right. Proper diet, exercise, rest. In addition, he needs not fear death because eternal life is God's gift to him. You can read about that in John 11:25. By contrast, the evil person not only finds eternal death, but also misses out on real life on earth. That is good. Verse 20, they that are of a froward heart are abomination to the Lord, but such as are upright in their own way are his delight. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Saying there, physical attractiveness without strength of character soon wears thin. We are to seek those qualities that help us make wise decisions, not just those that make us look good. Not everyone who looks good is pleasant to live or work with. While taking good care of our body and appearances is not wrong, we also need to develop our ability to think and make wise decisions. 23. The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. There is that scattereth and yet increaseth, and there it is withholdeth more than is meet, but is tendeth to poverty. "25. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself." And what it's saying there in verse 24 and 25, these two verses present a paradox. We become richer by being generous. The world says to hold on to as much as possible, but this verse says that God blesses those who give freely of their own possessions, time, and energy. When we give, God supplies us with more so that we can give more. In addition, giving helps us gain a right perspective on our possessions. We realize they were never really ours to begin with, but were given to us by God to use to help others. What then do we gain by giving? Freedom from enslavement to our possessions, the joy of helping others, and God's approval. I'll go back and read that. There is that scattereth and yet increaseth, and there is that withholdeth more than is meet, but is tendeth to poverty. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself. That's good stuff. Verse 26. He that withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him, but blessing shall be upon the head of him that selleth it. He that diligently seeketh good procureth favor, but he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. Verse 29, one of the greatest resources God gives us is the family. The family provides acceptance, encouragement, and exhortation and counsel. Rejecting one's family, whether through anger or through exaggerated desire for independence, is foolish because you cut yourself off from all they provide. In your family, strive for healing, communication, and understanding. Verse 30, the fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise. Talking there in verse 30, a wise person is a model of a meaningful life. His sense of purpose attracts others who want to know how they too can find meaning. Gaining wisdom yourself then can be the first step in leading people to God. Why is it so important to lead people to God? Because it keeps us in touch with God while it offers others eternal life. Verse 31, behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. It says there, contrary to popular opinion, no one sins and gets away with it. The faithful are rewarded for their faith. The wicked are punished for their sins. Don't think for a moment that it won't matter, or nobody will know, or we won't get caught. Because you're going to get caught. No one sins and gets away with it. Man, that's a really good verse. It teaches us on our words, how we talk to people. Talks about two paths in life. Talks about we have time during the day, how to take better care of our hours. What are we doing with our time? Are we taking care of our bodies? Talks about giving. Talks about family. Wise person. And talks about you're not going to sin and get away with it. A lot of good things in that chapter. Go back here. It says Proverbs gives some practical instruction on the use of money. Although sometimes it is advice we would rather not hear, it is more comfortable to continue in our habits than to learn how to use money more wisely. The advice includes, in chapter 11, verse 24, 25, and also in chapter 22, 9, it says, be generous in giving. Then the next one is place people's needs ahead of profit. You can find that in 11:26. It says be cautious of countersigning for another. That's in 17:18, 22 through 26, and 27. Don't accept bribes. 17:23. Help the poor. 19:17 and 21:13. Store up for the future. 21:20. Be careful about borrowing. 22 through 7. And that's some of God's advice about money laid out there. You can go on ahead and look at some of those chapters. Might do some good. But that's a good one. Good chapter there. And giving is a great thing. I don't know if you've ever bought. I mean, it can go a million different ways, but I don't know if you ever bought somebody's meal through McDonald's drive-thru, and then you just leave there. You don't think nothing about it. You go on about your day, but then when it happens to you, it's like, wow, it feels good. So I challenge everybody, do something good for somebody. Buy somebody's meal. Tell somebody about Jesus. God's blessed us with more than enough. And sometimes the devil tries to tries to come in and say, you need more, you need more, you need more. And, what do you need more for? We're already blessed beyond measure. The more you get, the more stress you have. Most of the people I see that have the most stuff, the most toys, those are the most miserable people I can ever be around. I don't want a big giant house. That's more you got to clean, more you got to heat and cool, more you got to take care of. I don't want a brand new truck. I can't slip in there in the deer woods and turkey woods without scratching it, and then I want to cry when I put a scratch on it. So when I really started living for the Lord is when the Lord took all that away from me. The things, I used to just wish and wish and wish. I had a wish book in my head. It was 1,000 pages long of things I wanted. Man, if I could have that, if I could have this. I guess I was feeling like it would make me happy and make me complete. I don't know. But now, since I've started walking with the Lord, none of that stuff even crosses my mind. I see it, but I'm like, man, I can't even believe I was thinking about something like that. It's crazy how the Lord will take you from one way to another. It blows my mind every day. Every day. The things I used to lust over now, just like, really, I can't believe that. But I hope this helps somebody. It helps me. I'll be the first one to raise my hand every day. I need it. I need this every day. It helps me so much. And if you're out there and you're struggling, hey, I'm in this with you. We're in this fight together. It seems like the more I try to do, the more good I try to do, the more the evil one tries to knock me down. But just keep on fighting the good fight. That's what he tells us to do. Keep on fighting the good fight. Well, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Tomorrow we're going to be in chapter 12. So we're knocking on through this thing. But once again, please like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody about it. Tell somebody about Jesus. If anybody needs prayer, somebody that needs praying for, drop a comment. I got a notepad. I'm gonna start keeping prayers on people that needs praying for, situations that need praying for, and that's gonna be my goal every day is to get up and pray for those people, pray for situations, pray for healing. So if you want to get put on the list, just drop a comment in the bottom. You don't even have to explain. You can just put a thumbs up or something down in the comments. But anyways, y'all have a great day, great week. I hope the Lord blesses y'all. Love y'all. Until next time.